On the news tonight, virtues of love and peace form central message as Christians in Calabar join in celebration of Good Friday. Plus, member representing Yala 1 constituency in Cross River State House of Assembly, Ode Bryan, felicitates with constituents on Easter celebration, promises effective representation. Details of these and other stories shortly. Good evening and thanks for joining us on the news. I am Udwak Etam. As Christians the world over commemorate the crucifixion and death of Jesus Christ, they are charged to repent of their sins and also live in peace with one another, so that the suffering of Jesus Christ on the cross will not be in vain. This was the central message in churches in Calabar during Good Friday service. Our Rotterdam reports that the caricature of Judas Iscariot was also beaten on the streets of Calabar, following the negative role the disciple played in the life of Jesus Christ.
With Nigeria going through economic, political, and religious challenges, Good Friday reminds Christians of the need to care for one another. It is an opportunity to realize that there is a reward in giving, following the footsteps of Jesus Christ, who gave his all for the sake of mankind. These were the words of some Christian faithful in Calabar during the Good Friday service.
He did not give up. So many things had happened to Jesus that would have made him to withdraw. People challenged him. People thought at him. They tortured him. Like Isaiah said, they tortured him and you cannot even recognize him as a human being. He would have withdrawn. But because he knew that he was doing the Father's will, he knew that there was a glory that was better than the suffering. He had to endure.
Instead of it to be called Bad Friday, it is called Good Friday. So the significance of the Good Friday: one, you and I that inherited the sins of our forebears from Adam, that need to be crucified, that need to suffer, that need to be tortured. Jesus Christ, who did not sin, who knew no sin, came and took that for us.
If Jesus Christ did not come and die for us, I don't think there's any need for us to be alive today.
In the wake of the sober reflection of the death of Jesus Christ, some angry children took to the streets the caricature of Judas Iscariot and was beaten for the negative role the disciple played in the life of his master, Jesus Christ.
Judas betrayed Jesus. Because Judas betrayed Jesus and hung him in the cross. Judas sold Jesus for the evil ones.
In Calabar, Arut Ndem, NTA News.
Holy Thursday signals the end of Lent and beginning of Paschal Triduum, a period of tracing the final days of Jesus Christ on earth and with his disciples at the Last Supper, including the traditional washing of the feet. Bernia Chibong in this report captured the ritual ceremony of Holy Thursday in some churches within Calabar metropolis as practiced by believers.
As one of the most eventful and vital days in the liturgy of the Church, Holy Thursday commemorates the Last Supper of Jesus Christ with his disciples, where he instituted the sacrament of the Holy Eucharist, priesthood, Last Supper, new commandments to love, and a traditional devotional practice, washing of feet, a ritual that signifies Jesus' mission to humanity through his humble death on the cross.
Helps us to enter into the mystery of Christ, whereby Jesus Christ instituted the Last Supper, and one of the examples he left was the washing of feet, when he took his outer garment and washed the disciples' feet, telling them that they too must do the same for each other. And that is a symbol of service, that each and every one of us who share in the table of Christ, we must learn to serve one another as brothers and sisters.
The most symbolic aspect of Holy Thursday shows the essence of Christian faith, emphasizing the importance of love, compassion, and selflessness.
The washing of the feet, as the priest said, it signifies the humanity, taking all of us to be humble, just as Jesus Christ came, humbling himself to take up our cross and follow him.
The day he instituted the Holy Eucharist, the day he gave us a foundation of the church, that a church is supposed to be built on a substance and not in emptiness. The Blessed Eucharist forms the substance for the church, and it leaves us the memorial of his own body and blood.
The Last Supper, Jesus shared a final meal with his disciples before crucifixion, instituting sacraments of the Eucharist known as communion, and a significant aspect, humility, as a guiding principle for Christian conduct in leadership. In Calabar, Nta Calabar, NTA News.
Member representing Yalawan State constituency and Deputy Minority Leader of the Cross River State House of Assembly, Ode Bryan, has felicitated with the traditional rulers and people of his constituency on the 2024 Easter celebration. Ode Bryan, in an Easter message made available to journalists, stated that the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ should be a period of sober reflection where Christians remember the supreme sacrifice of Jesus Christ, who died on the cross to redeem mankind, and urge Christians to live in peace with one another. The Deputy Minority Leader, who is also the Chairman House Committee on Public Accounts, promised effective representation to his constituents, while also assuring that issues that concern his constituency are projected in the Assembly. The Cross River State Governor, Senator Basio too, has described President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a brave and fearless leader who is on a mission to change the socio-economic landscape of Nigeria. Governor too, in his goodwill message released by his special advisor on media and publicity, Linus Obogo, to fairly citate President Tinubu on his 72nd birthday, said, "The president is a rare gift whom God has brought at such a critical time as now." While wishing the president God's protection, good health, and long life, Governor too lauded the courage and tenacity of President Tinubu's remarkable vision. Governor too, on behalf of the government and people of Cross River State, extends heartfelt congratulations and best wishes to the president while commending him for staying focused and steadfast in his leadership role in the country. This is to inform the public that the scheduled Cross River State Maiden Marathon event will take place on Saturday, March 30, 2024 by 7 o'clock in the morning. A statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Sir Gill, indicates that the exercise will happen simultaneously with the monthly sanitation, which is between 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the morning, as announced by the Ministry of Environment. The 14-kilometer marathon, according to the statement, will take off from the Millennium Park through the entire Carnival route and terminate at the Marina Resorts. Participants and organizers of the marathon will have a special clearance that will ease their movement within the sanitation hours. The two events, according to the statement, are important to the government, while the marathon is part of the measures to rejig the rich tourism calendar of the state. The sanitation exercise keeps Calabar, the Cross River State capital, as the cleanest in the country. The public is to take proper notice of the two events. That is it on our news. Thanks for watching.